What if I told you the reason that you're stuck and not making progress on your goals isn't because you're failing? It's because you've been programmed to want the wrong thing. This is the Oliver XP, and I'm Oliver. And today I'm going to teach you a simple exercise to find out what you really want and how to get it. Right now, somewhere in your mind, you probably have an image of success. Maybe it's a penthouse in Miami, or a Lamborghini, or a Rolex, or being the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. But here's the million-dollar question. Did you choose that image, or was it chosen for you?
That's a good question.
Most people are exhausted chasing goals that they never actually chose in the first place. The most dangerous part is you probably don't even realize it. Think about this. When was the last time you sat down and really thought about what you want? Not what Instagram says you should want, not what your parents think you should want. Today we're starting a journey. Part 1 of getting what you want. And it starts with something extremely radical. Actually figuring out what you want. Here's what you need. Grab a notebook. Not your phone, not a single sheet of paper, because we're about to reprogram your mind. With your notebook, go to a quiet place where you will not be disturbed for at least an hour, preferably more. Write down your dream life. What does your life look like in 6 months? In 1 year? In 3 years? 20 years? Take your time on this. Don't rush through it. Ideally, you should be doing this for hours. It may even take you a couple of weeks to really get it all out on paper. As you write, you must follow these guidelines. You must be as specific as possible. Say you're writing what your life looks like 3 years from now. Don't say, I make more money. Say, I make $150,000 per year. You must engage all of your senses. What does your future look like? What does it sound like? What does it feel like? What does it taste like? What does it smell like? Write down every possible detail you can. If you have a dream home that you want to buy, how does it feel when your feet touch the grass in your yard? What does the door sound like as it opens? Envision your entire future. And here is the game changer, the final guideline. You must state all of your dreams in the positive. Instead of, I don't want to be tired all the time, you will write, I wake up at 6 a.m. every day feeling energized and ready to go. Why is it so important to state your goal in the positive? When you state something in the negative, your brain has to first create the negative image before it can negate it. Instead of, I don't want to be overweight, you would say, I want to be fit. My goal is to run a marathon or to have the perfect beach body. The amount of things you don't want is infinite, but the amount of things you do want is very, very small. Remember, this is not a 10-minute exercise. Take as much time as you need until in your mind, it's almost as if you're living in this future. As you continue to write, you'll notice patterns. Your real desires will begin to separate from the programmed ones. Maybe you do want a Lamborghini. That's fine. Maybe what you really want is enough money to be free from your 9 to 5. And in your mind, you associate being able to afford a Lamborghini with that freedom. Maybe you don't want a Lamborghini. Maybe what you want instead is time and financial independence. And later in the series, we're going to get to figuring out exactly how you make that happen. But for now, we're still writing your future dream reality. Once you've got the next 20 years of your life written out in extreme detail, you're going to do something a little bit scary. You are going to go to your dream reality and pick out 3 to 4 goals, things that you believe you can make happen in the next 12 months. Write these in a separate part of your notebook. These are going to be your focus for the next 12 months, and you're going to forget everything else. Keep your notebook in a safe place because you'll want to return to it later. These 3 to 4 goals are what you are going to accomplish in the next 12 months. What you may notice over the coming days and weeks is that your brain is recalibrating, becoming hyper-focused, and you have focused in on the 3 to 4 things that you truly want. Your brain automatically, without doing anything else, will start finding opportunities and creating new habits to bring these 3 to 4 goals into your reality. You have now hyper-focused and correctly calibrated your mind to be attuned to focus on these things only. But that's not all. There's still work to do. In the next video, I'm going to go into more detail, outlining the next steps into how you can make these goals not only happen faster than you can imagine, but become inevitable in your life. Make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Before you go, what's one goal that you thought you really wanted, but it turns out was just programmed into your mind? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks, I'll see you next time.